Welcome back to Rise of the Machines, you beautiful people. And to start this off, well, we have a red coming in from the Mechanical March, but we also have T4 2 blank androids. And also we've got Lou over here, who looks like he's got gigantism. I'm not sure if that's because we used that M8 mech and it's just messed with the mesh a little bit, but not the end of the world. Did have a little scout on him to see if he was actually a larger colonist, but he still only has the size of one. So yeah, it actually makes absolutely no difference. As you can tell, we're also mortaring them because, as we've found out, when you got 6 mortars is pretty insane. I wouldn't say their lack of accuracy makes them better, but when there's 6 of them, they just shell such a large area and cover so much in explosions and shrapnel. They do a whole bunch of work. More effective when they group together, but still, like, thinning these guys out super quickly. And anything that comes down here basically still needs to get through the 2 tiers of kill zone. Now, just haven't, didn't even make it to the attack. We wiped too many of them out. Nice, not even mad about that. As for what we've done, because we needed a little bit of work, Sky Mind is up. So obviously that is a very important thing for us. But off the back of that, beavers, a group of hungry alpha beavers has just arrived. Try to eliminate them before they decimate every last source of wood on the region. Oh no. Terrifying. But yeah, over here we've started the I-500 skills, which means if we go into Brucey, we click upload. 2 skill points available. So we'll bang 1 into crafting, that'll take him up to 20 in crafting, and I reckon into mining as well. So yeah, there we go, just 2 more skill points added. And these guys will tick over quite quickly, so they're at 200. That was 1,000 points worth, now 320, and so on and so forth. So we can get Brucey up to some pretty insane stats. Now as for what Bruce does, a little bit of construction, base is T2, so he kind of sucks. And he also does mining and other bits around the base. Yeah, now here we go again, up again. So let's get him up to level 18. And at any point, we are actually ready to change his consciousness across. Did find some cortical stacks, because we were saying about putting cortical stacks into them, then off the back of the cortical stacks, we could transfer the consciousness. We were saying about that in another episode. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't put a cortical stack into a robot, which I guess makes sense. Let's go upload. No recipient available as download destination. So I take it we got to go over here, go into the T4, blank neural network, and just chuck everything into this android. Okay, so let's put a Mark 1 or Mark 3, advanced battery, cooling, hearing, heat sinks, light sensors, advanced power converter, basic labor chip, blueprints, engineering, high powered arms, high powered legs. And what else have we got? Neural highways for artificial brain. Okay, yeah, sorry, misread that. Soldier upgrade, tricoder implant. We got anything more? Postonic wiring. Not how you read that, but that's how I read it, because I'm a muppet. And details. So this guy should actually end up being insane. So this is now going to be Bruce's new body. Bruce is decent, got no problems with Bruce, but unfortunately he can't get the same upgrades the T4s can, and therefore he isn't scaling as well. This way we can get all of Bruce's abilities. And let's get him up to there in construction. Let's go a little bit higher on mining as well. So yeah, we can transfer all of that into this T4. Now, whether or not it kills him, I am not 100% because it can. What are we missing? A V3 neural interface. Are we actually missing that? I don't think we are. I think we should have one in storage. No, just a little load time there. Okay, we just don't have the medicine for it. No, we should have the medicine. James, why did you stop then, mate? Needs material. We can get to that later. Upload. Automatic connection. Can't upload to him for some reason at the moment. Right, yeah, I think he just needs the V3, and then I also think then Bruce needs a V3 as well, because it's just a higher tier Android. Not the end of the world. Slows things down a little bit. But at the moment, not too worried about stuff. We saw what happened when that raid came in. That raid just got smashed. I think when I was saying at like the start of the series about how we have to get ahead of the curve, well, we are ahead of the curve at the moment. Now, we get a few centipede raids come in. That can all change, because if they come in here, wipe this section, wipe that section, and then we have another raid come in behind, they'd be through the base and would be pretty much dead. But auto doors, just making sure everything moves super quick. Our guys are getting around nice and fast. Do need to do some work down here. And seeing as we are down here, one thing that I did want to do, out of steel, but details, these things happen. If we can click in the right place, there we go, fantastic. Okay. Still to this bit, we want to fire the nuke and fire that nuke. Come on, whenever you're ready. Yeah. Something very satisfying about launching nukes at people. Okay. A little bit of an issue with the mesh, but it doesn't matter. So that base there will get wiped. Ancient complex doesn't really bother us. Gone. Nice, impassable terrain now. And then over here. So that is hella. Gone. I'm pretty sure some other things changed, but details what we got there. We got Elysium over there as well, and then I think Hela and the Alliance. So a couple more nukes, and that'll be the industrials wiped. There are some frigates left. Mind you, not many of them are coming in at the moment. I would say that's a good thing, because those mechanoids get very dangerous very, very quickly. So, not having a lot of them around, I am not mad about that. And let's start getting this area all sorted. Do need to start working on a defensive line across here. We also need more defences on this section. Actually, to be fair, we don't really need defences on this section. They'll just be for looks if we did put it in. But across here, that's going to be needed, because if we lose this, we would be in a little bit of trouble. Not a crazy amount, but we don't want to lose that, because we're going to put a whole bunch of consciousnesses in it. And once those consciousnesses are in it, then we lose it, we lose everything. But we are in a actually amazing place. Right, I'm an idiot. So it turns out all I needed to do was connect the T4 onto the actual network. So, Bruce, good knowing you. Upload mine. So basically, we do this. Bruce dies, his body disappears, T4's consciousness gets destroyed and gets changed by Bruce's. So yes, that is something that we do want to do. Let's get the construction up to there. Let's get another one in mining. Fantastic. All gear. We'll just get Bruce to drop everything, and then once he is stripped, it is then going to be time to let Brucey cross over the Rubicon, soon as he's been with us since the start, and I do not want to lose him. Well, or get rid of him. He's pretty good, so there we go. Bruce is done. Drop all of that garbage. You don't need any of it. And upload to T4. Confirm. Brucey goes down. Brucey gets put in bed. So long as the power doesn't cut out, we will be fine. If you lose the power, then you can have both of them die, which kind of sucks. Upload complete. Now that's the T4. Brucey's back over here. Brucey, take your rightful place next to James, and the T5 is now here as well. With that T5 now joining us, he does have the ability to upload mines. So what we might try to do is, Bruce, you're there, you're fine. Oscar, you connect. upload. And we can upload you into the T5. Yes. That is exactly what we're going to do. I'm happy with that. We lose Oscar, not the end of the world. Turns out the body didn't disappear, so that's cool. And then Oscar goes into yeah, the T5's body. Can't have the same upgrades. Well, can have a lot of the same upgrades, but can't have all of the extra stuff put in. That's not an issue. So what do we do? Well, we just give him the standard stuff that's just going to make him amazing anyway. Standard procedure on this now, so fantastic. And I'm going to be interested to see actually how nuts Oscar becomes. Also going to need to see what armor he can wear, what armor can't he wear. And it looks like we've already broken down his old body. So we should have Siege Breaker kit here and Siege Breaker kit there. What can you wear? Cannot wear Siege Breaker armor. Okay. Cannot wear that either. So he has to rely on his own armor protection, which is 16 mil. 16 millimeters isn't great. It's good, but it's not actually insane. What is going to be insane though is upgrading, well, to get all the research that we have to have a T5 for. And one of those is archotech upgrades. Only a T5 android can research this. So we'll take that. Oscar, you're pretty good at research. You should have all the same builds searched, well set. Does mean we're one combat unit down. But I'm actually not too worried about that. And we're still waiting on a VX3. Did have some, who was it? Infested ship chunks, wasn't it? They crashed somewhere abouts. Ah, over here. Not the end of the world though. I'm not actually bothered by those. And we do have Southern Elysian coming in, who I think are annoyed that we nuked their city. Not many of them, and yeah, again, they've got some giant people with them. So 37. Oh, that will be because it's counted as us losing 2 colonists, so the attacks are now smaller. So that's actually brought us a whole bunch of time. That's fine. And I think if we go and destroy the Bofors, that hopefully should stop the gigantism. Everyone onto your mortars. Let's just send them back to the Stone Age. We've got 2 more nukes coming out. So we are just going to be able to, like, well, destroy 2 more of their cities. Don't worry too much about that. They come to attack us. The other shells have gone off as well. Yeah, not much of a chance that they stand. Coming in to attack us, yet again. What are they going to achieve? They're going to get in tier 1 of the kill zone and just be wiped. With extra people getting taken out, that means we're going to be fighting mainly like mechanoids, which we are fine with because mechanoids don't slow the game down in the same way as these guys will. Mind you, did seem a little bit tougher. No, still go down. And they definitely should be retreating in a second. Wow. If they don't, they're just going to get nicked to oblivion before they even get close. Done. Nice easy fix on that one. Just set the bill up and all we're going to do is destroy that Bofors. And hopefully that sorts the gigantism out. Well, when the next time they come round anyway. Medical supplies from the northwest. That's fine. And we also want to go clear all of this junk out. And anyone that's left, go and slaughter and finish off. Bunch more resources. I'm liking this. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go options, storyteller, Igor. And let's take that up to 300. Let's make it a bit more challenging for us. Also thinking, it has been a little while since we've had a actual mechanoid drop on the base. Now the base is quite big, so they could drop around here, there, basically anywhere in this area. And we also know this place gets tunneled through quite often. So we are putting in 4 of the charged railgun turrets. Means anything comes this way, we should be pretty sound. So we've got auto turrets, we've got military turrets, and we also now going to have 4 railgun turrets. How are we looking on power? We got 16,000. This is also going to add an extra layer of defense across here. This area is then going to be, I think we actually recess that wall a little bit and then put another turret here. And I think we have an outer defensive works across this section and a little bit down there. Just so anything tries to come to the sky cloud, we will have a decent amount of protection because, well, it doesn't need to defeat the raid coming in. It's just got to buy us enough time so if anything goes wrong here, we can get to it and either defend it or repair it before it can go down. And to me, that kind of makes sense. Also, need to expand this area. We keep going on about it, but I keep on stalling. So what I'm thinking is probably the best bet. So we go auto doors across this section. And then we kind of... yeah. We peel back across there. So actually take those doors out. Because we want to be one higher. So we can have an extra wall. Because we've already seen that walls don't always work the way that they're meant to. Granite embrasure there. Now I think we go one up again. We'll put the embrasures across here, so one up. This means that our colonists are going to be able to run through this section and reload the turrets pretty quickly. So for us, it's going to be a good thing. Extend this across here. Change this section up a little bit. And then we also bring the wall this way. Across. And I'm not too sure I like it running against that wall. Then again, I don't think that's a massive issue because anything goes wrong, they're still going to be facing down turrets. Granite across here and to there, which means that we then need another wall coming this way to keep it safe. And as we're there, might as well chuck that. And then a whole bunch of auto turrets. Won't be as many as that section, but details, they cause a whole bunch of damage nonetheless. Let's put 2 there. It doesn't really matter if one of them gets taken out. Yep, that's going to bust a whole bunch more time. It's going to be better for defenses. We've got the power, we have the supply. We can make that happen. Now, is everyone on unrestricted? Yes. The defenses are growing. Second round of nukes is ready to fire, so that's taken out Hela. And that one is after the Alliance as well. And nukes away. 2 less towns to worry about. Which means when the raids start coming in, so we've got one more on the Alliance there, the Northwest, who now doesn't really like us, and the Southern Elysium. So we take those 2 out, that's most of the industrial factions wiped. Which means that we would mainly be fighting the Shattered Empire, apparently the Ferals, but we haven't seen them in a long time, and pirates. Okay, let's do that. So we know you don't like us, and we also know you don't like us. Archotech research is finished. And cybernetic legs, cybernetic arms, archotech heat sinks, light sensors, coolant pump, mechanite storage, architect battery, power converter. So I think, mind you, they are actually ridiculously expensive. 80 plasteel and 8 advanced components. Going to be worth it. Oh yeah, wait, Afton, you're over there, so what I'm going to need you to do, buddy, could actually strip everything out of him. Actually no points, as we're going to be changing across to the architect stuff. Going to need you to get this installed into you, so then we can just transfer consciousness onto the next T4 that we have set here. Yeah, what could go wrong? And off the back of that, let's actually start doing this. So architect legs, we'll do 2 of those, which means that we can take out the high powered legs. Architect arms, we do the same. And then I'm just going to repeat that process for a while until all of this is changed across to architect kit. And all of the new builds are set for the architect components. Now, is it worth going back over everyone and redoing them? Probably not. But anyone new that we get, so like Afton's new body, he should have pretty much all architect components in it, which is going to be awesome. But what we do want to do is increase the amount of advanced components that we are making. So we got 31 supposedly being made there and there, but that is not happening. And Mech Hive Echo is coming in. Yet again, not a massive threat. They don't do a lot. And this is the reason we do not fear Mech Hive Echo. 1 Lancer. 1 Centipede, still an Infernopede, so potentially able to do some damage. But I'm not expecting anything scary from it. Might come around here and take out a turret if we're unlucky. No, it just got done. Dropped 18 plasteel for us. And 2 thermobaric rounds. That's odd. It didn't have much in the way of ammunition. And there's a pikeman out there. James, go and kill that. Oh, I just saw a mono sword, which reminds me... Okay, that's a lot of biocoded kit that I did not know about. Drop that mono sword. Got another mono sword there, and another mono sword here. So Bruce, equip mono sword. Wilson, equip mono sword, and Alex, equip mono sword. No point going on Afton just yet because, well, Afton's about to die, so no point giving him a weapon. Once again, another siege coming in from the Alliance. Don't have high expectations for them, and we've already got our mortars going down, and they've dropped all of their low shields. And their rounds got hit as well, so bad time to be you guys is what I'm throwing out there. What we also done off the back of that, when the game behaves itself, is we started our first core drill. Okay, bugs have all spawned in. So yeah, between the shells and the bugs, I don't see these guys getting very far. Unless our shells start hitting the bugs, and then that might even the odds a little bit. A couple of ghost rifles in there, which are always an awesome bit of kit. But they are not going to have anything left for when it comes to actually attacking us. Yeah, nice and easy fix. Giles has run out for some reason. Just because we gave you a gun and you're now compensating and trying to catch up, doesn't mean you need to run off to your death, bud. Alright, well, I would say that's all cleared up there, so let's go and put everything onto Hull urgently. And then also kill anyone that's knocked down on the ground. Well, actually, let's go finish off. Easy. After many failed surgeries, the T4 and Afton are both finally ready. Now, a nice thing about this T4 is it's got all the brain implants and it's got all of the archotech parts as well. Which means that this thing is going to be insane. Had a little panic then. I thought that was one of... for some reason I thought that was the android that died. Thankfully it didn't. Okay, let's move you across here. Because Afton, you should be actually insane. 308% moving. Don't mind that. 235% manipulation. Talking okay. Eating 200%. Hearing 250. Breathing 125. Blood pumping. Consciousness. But that is because of the unfeeling trait. Yeah. He's going to be insane now. Just kind of moseying around doing his own thing for a while. And I think with how everything is going, actually let's just carry on nuking. Fire that nuke, fire that nuke. And what we'll do is we'll start the ship just for the fact to say that we have started the ship, and then we get all the extra attacks. But I think we're going to stay on the planet and keep it. This is ours. Who's left? What, some ferals? We've got some of the Shattered Empire, some pirates. Nothing much that's actually particularly scary for us. Which obviously is good. They're having a little party somewhere. By the mines. Okay, fair enough. Nothing fancy there. All turrets loaded. All that section's done. We do need to do something over here. But right now it seems to do the job alright. And let's go actually go take out that defoliator ship. So give him Brucey a mono sword. So Bruce, if you don't mind running over here, buddy, and just punching that thing to death. See, a part of the issue of having some super powerful colonists, like we have at the moment, so this is the ship, right? Endgame tech, meant to take ages to build. Yeah, not taking long at all. Don't get me wrong, it is on 4 times speed, but our guys are just caning through it. So as soon as resources are ready, this gets built super quick. Now, one of the best mods that I found, like quality of life, is, I think it's called like, well, actually I can't remember what it's called, but it means that you can bulk build components. So we can make 10 advanced components at once, and then we can also do the same for regular components. But you can make, like, I think up into batches of 100, and so all it means is that you can just kick out all of the parts that you need super quickly. So running low on steel and uranium, which kind of makes sense, and as we're kicking out a whole bunch of archotech components, and they are not cheap. And the nice thing about also having a very small colony is that when you build the ship, there isn't many crypto sleep caskets you need. Shattered Empire is coming in 12 hours. Let's see if they can actually achieve anything. So only a siege from the Shattered Empire. Now, we kind of know how this goes. So we get onto the mortars. Alex, mate, if you come across here. Wilson, you go into that one, and Afton onto here. And this is going to be over pretty much before it starts. Their shells have dropped in, which means that we're going to be able to hit them. And how many shells do they actually have? 12. 2 down over there, so not great. Oh, cheeky chappies. So we'd left this artillery piece in, not thinking anything of it, and they've decided to use it as one of their mortar pieces. Okay. Kind of annoying. I don't think it managed to achieve a great deal. No, base still looks pretty much intact. We'll shell for a little bit. What's happened over here? Okay, infested ship module. Didn't realise that came in. Not a massive problem. But we did take out the turret. Or the artillery piece. So that's cool. We need to go in and destroy that blueprint at some point, so they don't try to rebuild it, or our guys build it after the siege. They're going to run into bugs, they're going to have a bad time. They'll eventually take the bugs out. And then, as with always, anything that actually makes it towards the base, well, they're just going to run into a whole bunch of turrets. Looks like a Giga Locust tried to come in at some point. Didn't get very far. You guys in a choke point? Anything going to hit? That was a half decent artillery shell. Yeah, proper rate mortars. Normally not a fan of them. But yeah, just at the moment they are doing so much work. Don't get me wrong, we've got a whole bunch of very talented crafters, so they can kick this out. Well, kick the shells up pretty quick. Which is making it easier, and also they are quite component heavy. But then again, having skilled crafters means that you can get components going super quickly. Once you're in here, it's just a corridor of death. They aren't going to do anything. Yeah, and already retreating. So that's as far as they got. That cheeky chappy there. Not far at all. Okay, we're on draft and off draft. And James is outside fighting. James, mate, if you kindly defend yourself, that would be great. Go into the corner so you have some cover. He's got a ghost rifle, had. Then we've also got a guy there with an anti-mech rifle. Actually, tell you what I'm going to be interested in. No, the anti-mech rifle disappeared. I was going to see, soon as the anti-mech rifle only shoots one shot at a time, if it had better armor penetration than this ghost rifle, because this shoots quite a few shots at the same time. Actually, let's go see how many it shoots. So it shoots 5, and actually the armor penetration on these things is insane. 36.5. Yeah, that's nearly twice the armor penetration of that anti-mech rifle. And shoots 5 times more shots. Yeah, it's just an awesome weapon. And just like that, the ship is ready. So, start the ship up. Confirm. we have the ship computer, and we also have the sensor module. Are we going to run away though? Nope. Actually, let's aim this. What else needs to be taken out? Let's go shoot that, and also this. So by the time the ship is ready to launch, the whole planet would have been basically cleansed of all human life, which for us is very fitting for the playthrough. So once the ship launches, that is the end of the series, and we were able to build that ship super quick. So I reckon next episode should be the finale of Rise of the Machines. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Conti. All your likes, comments, subs, support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.